Beacon of change, eh? Dedication and
Yes,
discipline brought about her changes, and she went into remission after completing
yeah.
that program. So tell us about your healthier living.
For me, the discipline and the dedication took me through. But what I also came into the program with an attitude of knowledge is power. And the amount of knowledge that I was able to receive in this program was just life changing. And that's exactly what it did. And I think through life, we learn so many things, there's so many forwards. And without knowing, you can think that I know so much and this can bring about change. But one thing that was evident, it was the fact that coming into this program brought a lot more change. I have so many of my friends and family members who have seen how my life has been. I think many of them saw how I struggled with my mom. And my mom suffered from diabetes, and finally, she actually passed on because of that. But we had no knowledge. We had the finances. We kept pumping medicine upon medicine. In fact, every time I passed through the pharmacy where I used to get the medicines, I cringe because I'm just like, oh my goodness, if only I knew better. And I think once I was diagnosed with the diabetes, I really suffered psychologically. And for about a year, I refused to take medicine because I kept thinking of myself and taking the picture of my mom. And I was like, oh, I'm finished. But I'm grateful. My sister-in-law having done the program, and I watched her change. I was able to learn so much. For me, having been brought up, the way the African child, you're brought up hula, hula. And there's always three or four types of carbohydrates. You'd be like, what's the problem? I can just eat, you know. So I think it that intelligence has been able to help me a lot. And to also know that, what carbohydrates is just carbohydrate, don't play around. Once you have diabetes, it is serious, you know. And the other thing that also really helped, in the program was also just being helped how to be able to plan my shopping list and also to plan my meals. Because many a times you can eat haphazardly, but not knowing that my body is different. Now that I was diabetic, that my body was just processing food in a different way. So I cannot just eat anything and eat about. So those kind of things really helped me a great deal. And also just choosing to eat wisely. Because I think nowadays, I think there's come a time when people are just deep frying everything. People are deep frying, even sweet potatoes, you find it, let me deep fry it to taste better. But I think also just learning that, what, it's better to be able to eat things, to eat your meals in the whole state as much as possible. So I think I will stop there. I mean, there was so much to learn. If you're thinking of joining this program, you will definitely be able to gain a lot more. You will alter. I've watched my family and as well as my husband. I mean, nobody's resisting. People are just trying to eat healthy, and nobody's now trying to fight it. And a few of my friends, I know my friend's husband came, he was like with a notebook. I said, no, this is not going to work. Would you just join the program? But just teach me maybe one or two, but that's not it. So the 12 weeks are worth it. And I think for me, it did me good. And by the time I was done, I was so long gone with with the medicine. So it went in remission, and I'm very, very grateful for this team. Yeah,
Thank you
I'll stop
so
there.
much.